You're listening to Nocturne. I'm Vanessa Lowe.
Everybody quiet down now and get some sleep.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, Mama. Good night, Ben.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, Mama. Good night, Daddy.
Good night, children.
Good night, Daddy. Good night, Elizabeth.
Good night, John Boy.
And I love that you are the last person I want to talk to before I go to sleep at night.
Say good night, Gracie.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, moon. Good night, cow jumping over the moon. We walk through our days conducting our business, whether that's learning, working, even playing. And all the while, we do the dance of weaving in and out of each other's orbits, we social animals. We stay vigilant to the other to defend our turf, or relax into the protection of our daylight connections. And then, at night, at least most often, we release into the void. We might lie warm and secure beside a friend, a lover, a parent, or there may be no comfort whatsoever as we hover and disperse. Or we might embark solo and tug on the thread one last time before we travel to who knows where. But regardless, we voyage alone. While we may seek adventure in dreams or crave relief, still we drift into the darkness knowing, hoping, that the world will reassemble recognizable and that we might have more moments together. And we wish for those we hold dear that the tender journey is good.
How do you say goodnight to the people in your life?
Yes.
Good night, princess. Good night, my love.
Good night, sweetheart.
Have a beautiful night.
Night. With my daughter, we say, I'm getting all nervous. See you in the morning, all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. My grandmother said that.
I love you, BB. Sleep well. Good night.
Say good night and have a sweet dream.
We say Tibetan Simjanago. And I'm Tibetan. Just our language like Simjanago is good night. Is go to bed and like that.
And how do I say good night? Well, we don't really say that in my language. Mien. We just say, okay, sleep tight, sleep good, no bad dream. That's it.
Two different ways. Good night, and the other one is Gute Nacht. Good night in German. I say, have a good sleep. I also say that, have a good sleep.
I say in my language, Persian, Shab Bekhair, means good night.
So my dad's French, so I say bonne nuit, à demain to him, and then to my mom I just say good night.
So I'll just climb into bed and just look over, good night, Tina. And that makes her very happy.
Why do you say goodnight?
Because I want their sleep to be restful and peaceful in whatever dreamland they go into to enjoy.
Because I'm happy to be in bed beside him at night.
Yeah, I'm just hoping we'll both have a good sleep and on to the next day.
And it feels like this check-in that we have on a physical level where we hug, we kiss, and I think it keeps us closer that way.
My wife doesn't sleep very well, so I try to give it like a little soft, final good night for the day, hoping that it sends her off into sleep. Doesn't usually, but it's worth the effort.
I do it so they get good dreams.
It's just meaningful. It means that it's been a good day. All of that sort of stuff means something to me. If it's been a good day, let's go ahead and put a nice little bow on it.
To let people know that I care about them.
To my kids, because I'm hoping they dream pretty good. But that's why I said, have a good night and dream pretty good.
So that person can, when they wake up, they appreciate their life.
Because you don't know how long they'll be around.
It's so important that you may not have good morning. I hate to take it all like dismal turn, but you may not have good morning. So the last thing you said was at least good night.
I really don't say good night. I say sweet dreams. Because I just feel like the good night part of it is where you might as well say last night. Because who knows? Only God knows if I'm going to see you the next day.
My dad has dementia, and he says goodnight like 1,000 times. It's kind of exhausting, but it's also kind of sweet.
Because I want my husband to go to sleep. He has Alzheimer's, so he goes to bed around 8:39, and then I have a few more hours by myself. So I want to make sure he goes to sleep. And he does. He's a good sleeper. Till about midnight. Then he gets up. That's another story.
How do you say goodnight to the people in your life?
Usually by call or text message.
So I text my friends and I say, good night, don't let the bed bugs bite. And if they don't, then I'll bite.
I usually just say good night on some king shit because I'm like really nonchalant.
Yeah. Yeah, I say see you in the morning to all my bros. Actually, no, I text GN because, yeah.
He's like really nonchalant.
Yeah, I'm really nonchalant.
If this is on TikTok, can you tag me?
Good night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. If they do, hit them with a shoe until they're all black and blue. I say this because it's fun.
I always say goodnight to my husband very religiously, like both of us always have to kiss each other goodnight, but I always also kiss my cats goodnight, which just feels important to me. I find wherever they're curled up and I kiss them on their little heads, and it's part of our ritual.
Good night, buddy. Thanks for the kisses. Sissy says see you in the morning.
I think that I say goodnight to Laszlo, just to remind him that the day is ending but that we're still there, with him. I think it's a nice little comforting reminder of that.
It's a nice ritual to end the day.
Go, go, go.
You want to ask, Lasso, how do you say
Laszlo,
goodnight?
how do you say goodnight?
Who do you say goodnight to?
I don't know.
You say goodnight to all of the people in the neighborhood, don't you?
You say goodnight to all the people in the town. You say goodnight to everybody that works at the library. We say goodnight to all the people in the town before we go to bed. And Lasso knows all the people's names.
You would come in and you would play me Go Little River every night. And then Pops would come in and he would sit down and proceed to list off every single stuffed animal in the same order every single night. It just became such a thing. It's like, yeah, naturally. Like he's saying goodnight to me and he's saying goodnight to everyone else who's in the bed with me. I guess I didn't really realize what was going on at the time. I was like, this makes sense. This makes it, yeah, because all these guys have names, so they all should get good nights.
Night, little bear, chicken, bunny, kitty, catty. Say goodnight to like 32 different stuffies.
Pogo kitty.
Night, Jim. It's important. Everybody needs a good night
Mike.
as a way of concluding their day. The stuffies had a hard day just like everybody else, and we need to take that seriously and let those animals feel like they can drift off to sleep knowing that they've had a good day. So we say goodnight to all of them. It was important to say goodnight to all of them in the same order. And the reason for that was that if we said them in the same order, then we wouldn't miss any of them and accidentally forget them. And when I say we, I mean me. I memorized it. And what happened was more animals would get added to the bed. It started with 3 stuffed animals, like any normal child.
Hey.
And then more animals got added, and it ended up being like 36 animals or something.
I guess we kind of trade off saying goodnight to him. Like one of us will kind of tuck him in. Caitlin, for whatever reason, over the last number of years, has adopted this ridiculous thing where she'll say goodnight and blow a kiss into like a whistle sound. So like, goodnight, my dream. I don't know why she started doing that, but he likes it for whatever reason. I think it's just comfort, and I think it's like a predictable, comforting type of thing. It's the closeness of it.
Sort of a wish of a good night.
I say good night because my parents just told me to do it, so I started doing it.
I always say goodnight to my family and friends, just like in my mind before I drift off. Yeah, it takes me like just like a minute-long ritual I do every night.
We read a book and we sing a song.
Sometimes we read 3 books.
Yeah, usually we read 3 books.
We always sing one song, don't we, Laszlo? There's no stronger wind than the one that blows down a lonesome railroad line. No prettier sight than looking back
and the corners of your mind.
Whoa.
Is that a different one?
Yeah, different one. The town you left behind.
Oh, yeah, town you left behind.
Nothing that's as real
as the love that's in my mind.
So close your eyes, I'll be here in the morning. Close your eyes, I'll be here for a while. It's the one we sing, right?
For the longest time, I would just play music for my kids. I've been playing guitar for 40 years, and I would just experiment with different sounds and stuff, and I don't know that they ever heard me say good night. They would fall asleep while I played, and I think I just whisper good night, give them a little kiss, and then go smoke a joint or whatever I was doing as an adult.
Do you have anything that you could play that would have been something you played for good night?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I've only got 3 strings right now, but I'm going to fix that problem, but you're in luck. I figured it out. Good night.
When I was little, my parents sang to me at bedtime. Maybe because my dad worked a lot and was only around evenings and weekends, I mostly remember him singing the songs. He was pretty tone deaf, but loved to sing, and I was an eager audience. There were 2 songs, Sunshine on My Shoulders by John Denver.
Sunshine on my shoulder makes me happy. Sunshine on my shoulder makes me glad or sad. Sunshine on my shoulder is so lovely. Sunshine on my shoulder makes me glad. Something like that.
The other one was Corner of the Sky from the musical Pippin.
Oh, rivers might go where they can ramble. Da-da may go. I don't know. I don't remember exactly how.
And why did you guys sing to me?
Why?
Yeah.
Why not?
But I mean, like, why a bedtime song?
Well, because they were beautiful, and you liked it, and it was cozy, and it was, family. So it was lovely. It's finishing the day. It's connecting with your loved ones. It's creating a safe place, trying to set the stage for a good sleep. And it's a way of sharing love.
My dad isn't around anymore, but his voice singing those songs has always been lodged in a special place in my brain. The memory is infused with such a deep, safe sweetness. And when I think about why he would do that, what it meant, I mean, words are hard to find. But I can imagine that for him, he was giving me a sweet send-off into sleep, and also probably trying to head off any uneasiness I might have had at letting go of my hold on consciousness. Sunshine on My Shoulders seems, in retrospect, kind of like a promise that I'd make it through the night, that the sun would rise again. I never thought about those 2 songs as lullabies. They were just songs. But a lullaby is really just a tender, melodic moment at the end of the day that helps to create a safe space for a child or anyone to let go into the dark unknown, maybe reassuring us that on the other side of dreams lies the morning light.
How do you prepare a child, help a child relax into sleep? The lullaby is this song and voice. They're very beautiful, they're calming. I think that there's need for care in this world, a kind of soothing of the body, that I think we all need. My name is Karen Werner.
It's 2100 hours in the UK, 2200 hours in Central Europe.
I am an artist and I work a lot with radio. I'm also a sociologist, and I am based right now in Bergen, Norway. I got invited to make a piece for Bergen Assembly, which is a very experimental contemporary art triennial that happens in Bergen.
The art installation that Karen Werner created is called Night Air.
This is Night Air. I'm Alan O'Reilly. I'm going to sing 3 quite old lullabies and I'm going to sing in the Irish language.
Every night at 6 p.m. for 60 nights, after the Bergen Kunsthal had closed, someone came into a mostly empty room, approached a microphone, and sent a lullaby out live into the airwaves.
And these live lullabies that are part of Night Air are sung without any musical instrument. There's 60 nights of this Night Air, and each night a different singer. Most of the singers are non-professional, and I just love the sound of not trained to sing voice, the intimacy of that. There's so much generosity, like so many different people from different subcultures around the city, from so many different backgrounds, are singing a lullaby each night. And then each one is so different too, you know, and yeah, one singer is from India, one singer is from Ecuador. Tonight is someone from Ukraine, last night Scottish, another person American. Sami lullabies were very beautiful, Norwegian lullaby singer. And then different ages, different generations.
This is Night Aid, and my name is Wenche Dorothea Haukland. Donna nobis pacem.
And, you know, again, a lot of them are not trained to sing. It's a little bit scary to sing publicly. And they're singing inside a museum, so it's very echoey. It's almost like singing in a church. And it's a museum that's closed, so I have the key to the museum, and it's dark and just lit where they're singing by these old-fashioned radio lights that say Night Air.
Good evening. The Night Air begins. This is Alexandra. I would like to sing 3 songs for you. 2 of them are traditional Polish lullabies, and one of them is an evening song.
The artwork that I've made includes a shelf with radios that people can take home with them. And I love this idea that people could listen after hours, after the museum closes. And the idea is that people can curl up in bed or on the sofa in the dark and listen to lullabies alone, but also together. So kind of reactivating something about shared listening, not on demand, but this is entirely live. This is so much about encounter and the liveness and even the fleeting nature of radio. And also maybe like even in an existential way, the fleetingness of, I don't know, our lives, good night, the day, the time. I think a lullaby is very connected to time and passage of time and generational time.
A soft drop, a soft drop, a soft drop for the old person. A soft drop. You're singing to a baby, but you're calling them an old person. And a baby is sort of right on the edge of, in a way, this sort of mode of existence, like they've just come into being. And the old person is closer to the other end. I feel there's a lot in there, and like an acceptance of death and a kind of acceptance that this little baby will not only blossom.
I'm working with a shortwave operator in Germany, so I send my signal to the shortwave transmitter there. And the shortwave operator has actually fallen asleep every night listening to the lullabies. And often I'm in the room, in this museum room, while this person is singing into the microphone. I sit and I curl up and I really try and relax and let their song come into my body. And Some singers, it might be because they're parents or just who they are, but you can feel, I actually just can imagine being their child, just being sung to. The oldest known lullaby is thought to be 4,000 years old, from Babylonia, and is inscribed on a clay tablet. It's not a calming, soothing song, however, but rather a somewhat threatening admonition, loosely translated as, "Why are you crying? Why are you screaming? You have disturbed the house god." But regardless of its tone, a lullaby extends and connects us to both the past and the future of our deep connections to each other, wrapping the arms of eons around us, so that even as we become lost in the dark well of sleep, there's some eternal filament to which we can hold fast. You never know where you are in radio. We can't see, we are not having access to the visual, so we have other sensory sensitivities. Night air is an FM and AM and a shortwave transmission. So all of these voices singing lullabies are mixed with the darkness of radio, like the texture, the broken signal, the not clear signal, the static, and especially the shortwave. The shortwave transmission is a very, very textured signal. And I think a lot of people are listening, and I have gotten actually a lot of emails from shortwave listeners in particular who are hearing this through shortwave around the other parts of Europe that are in nighttime, because the particular shortwave radio signal travels well in distances in the darkness. The darkness helps the signal travel far. So yeah, people from quite far away have been, across Europe, have been hearing the lullabies. Because I think a lot about radio and space, radio as a kind of interesting bridge, not collapsing space, but helping us play with space in different ways than we can otherwise. I also think of time and how so many people have learned these lullabies or been sung them by a family member. So then there's also this body time, and so something about the fading of the song and the fading and emergence of our lives and the fading and emergence of radio signals.
My grandmother is old now, and tonight I want to sing this for her and for all of you listening to the radio waves being sent out. Kjære Gud, jeg har det godt.
I've read that lullabies, and really all goodnight wishes, soothe both the giver and the receiver, and that they serve as an anchor for parents to express their personal hopes, dreams, and wishes for their children and for themselves. So while the Book of Common Prayer, first published in 1549, contains a prayer that begs God to preserve us from all the perils and dangers of this night, yet again, it seems to me that the night contains and provides so much more than fear and danger. In the slowing, mysterious depths of darkness, we also contact what's most precious, like the kindness and warmth we hold for our loved ones, the hope that they might let go into sleep with ease, and the deepest wish that their dreams will be sweet.
Love you, Daddy. See you in the morning. Good night. Have a good sleep.
Thank you, honey. Good night. Good night, little one. See you in the morning. See you, Paul.
You've been listening to Nocturne. I'm Vanessa Lowe. Nocturne is produced by me and was created by myself and Kent Sparling, who also composed the theme music, as well as most of the other music in this episode. Thank you to everyone who contributed their voice to this episode. You can find more information about Karen Warner's Night Air, as well as the names of the singers you heard, at our website and the show notes for this episode. That's at nocturnepodcast.org. Thank you to everyone who supports Nocturne on Patreon and PayPal. Your help is everything. Till next time, thanks for listening. Be well, good night, and sweet dreams.